Jamaica, baby, they made me to be the greatest. Serving the deed of my creators. Fresh off of my high haters. It's the king again. Magdalene, chauffeured, bragging and boasting.
Yo, what up, y'all? It's your boy Dollars. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Dollars. Welcome back to the channel. It's another day, another dollar video. This time we got Savages from the 6th Flippa. This was one that a lot of people were heavily requesting. I think some of y'all were annoyed that I took kind of long to get to this. I apologize. But you know, usually these videos is like 20 minutes long. Usually these videos is longer. They're like 20 minutes. So I didn't know this shit was only 6 minutes, almost 5 minutes long. And I would have been got this out for y'all. But, you know, let's just hop in this shit and check it out. Flippa, I know he's top 5's homie. He fucks with top 5. I don't know nothing about Flippa. I just reacted to that one song. Still Drilling with top 5 on it. So, yeah, let's check this out. I think he's locked up for like 2 murders or some shit, if I'm not mistaken. But we're going to find out right now. Let's get it.
Flip a birdie, I kill some more, These sticks we dirty, yeah, when we ball.
Hey.
So today,
I reacted to that.
we're going to be talking about 29-year-old Saeed Muhaydin, who's better known as Postman or Flippa. He's from a tough area in Toronto called Lawrence Heights, in a neighborhood that in 2009 was labeled the murder capital, known as Jungle. He's part of the Go Get 'Em gang, a group who's not only established themselves in the streets, but also in the music scene. Flippa raps alongside Top 5, another popular rapper from the same area, who's infamously known for trying to check Lil TJ when he was in Toronto for a show. Now, let's take a look into Flippa's documented history and see what makes him a savage from the 6.
My whole thing is, you know, I don't know why you was trying to check Lil TJ. I remember that situation when TJ went over there. I think DJ Academics posted that. My thing is, I don't know, was it like y'all had any communication before then? Y'all was supposed to work on music? Because what's the sense of checking artists coming to your city? If anything, y'all should be trying to like reach out and try to do some music, or they should try to reach out too. You know, if you go to somebody's city, you know, and, you know, try to get in tune with what's going on. But listen, all that checking in extortion bullshit, I ain't with that either. You know what I'm saying? If I check in, it's to show love, to get up with the real ones. And we're going to work together on some music or something. But all that paying niggas for protection, my man, nah. You know what I'm saying? You got to have real niggas that roll with you in different cities, though. You know what I'm saying? But it's like when you act like outright paying for it and it's not done out of the love, then that's when it's like, nah, fam. I can't do that. I'm too real. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather just have a bunch of dudes with me with guns, security, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But yeah, all that checking in shit is like extortion. You know what I'm saying? If I'm checking in, it's for love, to show love.
Now, let's take a look into Flippa's documented history and see what makes him a savage from the 6. Flippa's history in the streets most likely dates much further back, but the first documented instance of him is from the spring of 2013.
Look, 16.
On April 4th, a bank robbery occurred in west of Toronto, in Mississauga, at a Bank of Montreal branch. Police say a man walked into the branch in the early afternoon and handed the teller a note that demanded cash, but the teller pressed a panic button that set off an alarm, and the suspect fled the bank empty-handed. No one was injured, and the suspect had no apparent weapon. Now, it's not clear how the police linked him to the incident, but they put a warrant out for Flippa's arrest for robbery. His professional savage career started early. The next documented instance of Flippa was in the summer of 2015. This time, he was way across the country, in Fort McMurray, Alberta, which is a small town, but known to have a relatively high crime rate.
That's far.
In the early morning of June 2nd.
Oh shit, that's my birthday, June 2nd, yo. Yo. June 2nd, 2015. My birthday is June 2nd, though. I was born in 88. That's crazy, bro.
This time, he was way across the country, in Fort McMurray, Alberta, which is a small town, but known to have a relatively high crime rate. In the early morning of June 2nd, 2015, the RCMP were called to Richard Street. When they arrived, they found a 32-year-old man suffering from a single gunshot wound. He was transported to the hospital in stable condition. Another incident happened about a month later. On July 10th, at around 3 a.m., RCMP responded to reported gunshots in the Charles and Hainault Street area. When they arrived, they found that no one
So a month later, you know, another shooting happened. So if that was him, that bro had no chill button. It's like every month you getting into different shootouts, you shooting somebody different. And homie was playing Grand Theft Auto. You know what I'm saying? That's that too much Grand Theft Auto, bro.
At around 3 a.m., RCMP responded to reported gunshots in the Charles and Hainault
Shit, I
Street
feel like
area.
playing some right now. I haven't played
When
in
they
a minute.
arrived, they found that no one had been shot,
GTA.
but several buildings and parked cars were sprayed with bullets. Police believed it was a targeted shooting.
That's a message.
Once again,
When you
it's not
shoot up
clear how the
somebody's
police
car
connected
or
Flippa to
building,
the
that's a
shootings,
message.
but he was charged with 1 count of aggravated assault, 1 count of careless use of a firearm, 1 count of possession of a weapon for a dangerous purpose, and
So my whole thing is, bro, if you getting charged with all this shit, how the hell, first of all, how the hell they even know it was him? Unless they got cameras or somebody was snitching that somebody had to tell. Like, yo, this guy's shooting up my building or something. Because ain't no way they gonna find that out without somebody talking or a camera. And it's like, all right, he had the incident with the bank robbery shit. He ain't do no time for that? Like, they didn't, like, lock him up for that? Was he on a run his whole life? Like, what the fuck?
aggravated assault. Police believed it was a targeted shooting. Once again, it's not clear how the police connected Flippa to the shootings, but he was charged with 1 count of aggravated assault, 1 count of careless use of a firearm, 1 count of possession of a weapon for a dangerous purpose, and 2 counts of discharging a firearm with intent, among other offenses. We're now brought back to Toronto in 2019 for Flippa's next alleged crime. On March 19th, emergency crews responded to the Junction area around Randolph and Perth Avenue to reports of a daylight shooting. Upon arrival to the scene, the police officers and paramedics located a 22-year-old man who was suffering from gunshot wounds. They quickly transported him to the hospital, but he later died. He was identified as Jerome Bell, nicknamed Murda, who was also a rapper and a supposed rival of the Go Get 'Em gang.
Damn. How old was young man? 22 years old, lost his life.
To the hospital, but he later died. He was identified as Jerome Bell, nicknamed Murda, who was also a rapper and a supposed rival of the Go Get 'Em gang. The case went cold for over a year before the police suddenly announced that they had made an arrest in connection to the shooting. Flippa was charged with first-degree murder, alleging he was a shooter who killed Jerome Bell. This is the case that he is currently in jail for. There hasn't been a trial yet, so he is innocent until proven guilty. Even though he was behind bars, he still managed to get caught up in yet another case for something that had happened several months prior to his arrest. In the early afternoon of November 4th of 2019, police rushed to a plaza by the Queensway and West Mall area after several frantic calls came in about someone being shot. When emergency crews arrived, they found a man laying outside the UPS store, suffering multiple gunshot wounds.
How many motherfucking
He
bullets?
was rushed to the hospital, but succumbed to his injuries.
Wow. 20 shell case? Wow. They literally emptied the whole clip on whoever that guy was, bro. Illuminati. That isn't any Illuminati, then what is?
Shot. When emergency crews arrived, they found a man laying outside the UPS store, suffering multiple gunshot wounds. He was rushed to the hospital, but succumbed to his injuries.
Broad daylight in the plaza.
The
That's
victim was
crazy.
quickly identified as Antonio Scratch Fiorda, 50, who lived in Maple. Police claimed the man was a mob enforcer and had
What?
ties to a mob called the Calabrian Commiss.
This guy, allegedly, they tying him to a mob enforcer's death? What the fuck was you beefing with the mob about? Wow. Nah, there's gotta be more to this story. There's gotta be.
Police claimed the man was a mob enforcer and had ties to a mob called the Calabrian Commisso family. He was apparently a made man. It said that he got out of his Audi and was walking towards the entrance of the plaza.
You heard what he just said, right? He's a made man. You know you're not supposed to touch made men. The mob, like if it doesn't come down from the mob itself, if you touch a made man, yo, they coming after you, bro. That's like in motherfucking the movie Goodfellas. Joe Pesci, he touched the made man. He wasn't supposed to do that. And they got him back for that. They killed him. You know what I'm saying? When somebody's a made man, bro, you're not supposed to do anything.
It's said that he got out of his Audi and was walking towards the entrance of the plaza when a man got out of a black pickup truck that was parked close by and fired at the man from point blank range.
Wow.
Because of the man's mob history, the police believe the killing might have been a paid hit. Now this is a guy who in 1996 was charged after the police found an AK-47, a pipe bomb, and other explosives in his North York home. He ended up doing prison time for the charges, as well as served a prior sentence for extortion.
That should be like federal.
So this was a
crime.
serious dude with some real connections. On May 19th, 2020, almost 6 months into the investigation of Antonio's murder, police charged Flippa with first-degree murder for the killing. At the time he was charged, he had already spent a few months in prison for his alleged involvement in the homicide of Murda. Both of these cases have yet went to trial, so Flippa may very well end up beating them and getting out.
Exactly.
In which case, he'll be known for being a rapper who really lives what they rap. Alright.
Well, how's he gonna be known for living what he rap if he beats the case? He's trying to prove his innocence. He's trying to prove that he doesn't live what he raps, my brother. But yeah, I think, yo, honestly, this shit don't sound right to me. It sounds like the police are just looking for a scapegoat, in my opinion. Like, they're just looking for somebody to put the blame on, and they just went with him. You know, he may have or may have not been involved. Right now, it seems questionable. They don't really have well, I don't know what evidence they have, you know? If they had concrete evidence, the trial wouldn't take so long either. Or, you know, so, yeah, hopefully, you know, he's found innocent. He gets his freedom and he goes back to making music. I only got one reaction to one of his songs. So if there's any songs from Flippa you want me to check out, let me know in the comments. Yeah, y'all guys let me know. Y'all feel like that's questionable? Y'all agree with me that this shit seems like it's funny? Like it seems like the cops just, you know what I'm saying, just decided to fucking use him as a scapegoat for whatever reason. I don't know. It just something feels funny about this whole situation to me. All right, you guys let me know what you think. If you're new, drop a like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. It's your boy Dollars. I'll holla. You already know.